But 1804, I want to let y'all hear. This is how these white supremacists feel about 1804. This is the butthurt. There's a lot of whining and kicking and screaming. And this one guy, Atheism Is Unstoppable, one of these white supremacists, he's playing the trailer and he's giving his opinion on the movie. And this is how most of these people in the dominant society feel about the 1804 movie. This is how they feel. Now listen to this guy's critique.
Whoop the Spaniards, beat up the French, knock down the British.
So what we're watching here is a documentary about the hidden history of Haiti, to which you ask, who cares about the hidden history of Haiti? Well, nobody really, but to black...
Well, you do. You do, white supremacists. You do, because you're whining about the video.
They use it as a symbol. See, this is the country that kicked out its occupiers, its white occupiers.
Oh, look at what he's saying. It's occupiers. Look at how they word stuff. Neely Fuller warned us about how the white supremacists are very tricky with words. Now notice, they won't say what it is. What's that? Hold on.
You want Yogaland?
Yogaland? Yeah, give me that.
Right.
But notice, they won't say it was white supremacist slave owners. Haiti didn't have occupiers. You had vicious damn slave owners over there. You had vicious slave owners there. So look at the words that they use. You dig? This is how most of these white supremacists think. This is why, they act real funny style about the movie. But here it is. Hold on.
This is the country that kicked out its occupiers, its white occupiers, slave owners. They had a revolution. They declared independence early. I think they were the first one in the Western Hemisphere. Aside from America, 1804 this happened. And here she said that.
But the Americans weren't enslaved. Real big difference. The Americans were not in bondage. The Americans had weapons and they had a military already. They were not in bondage. Real big damn difference. The Haitians were unarmed damn African people who didn't have shit, and they rose up against all the mightiest armies. So you can't compare, buddy. There's no comparison.
The Spanish and the French, and they kicked the British's ass. And if you notice as you watch this trailer, how much of the visuals is black people killing white people, and then black people being kind of hyped up on that whole thing. So
you see. See, at least I like my white supremacist a little honest. He's a little honest. That's what it's really about. That's what it's really about. That's what it's really about. All these images of all these white people being killed. All the images, and the blacks are just hyped up about it. You see? Now understand, there's a million slave movies out. There's a million slave movies out where black folks getting the shit kicked out of them. Well, that's just history. But now we show black folks having a victorious slave rebellion. All of a sudden, wait a minute. Wait, what's all these images of white people getting killed? Stop. Stop it. Hold on, let me play the rest. Let me play some more. All right, hold on.
Black people killing white people, and then black people being kind of hyped up on that whole thing. So they're looking at this, and there's a whiff of, we could do it again.
Whoa! Boy, they go on alert, don't they? Ain't nobody say all that. We just showing a movie. There's a whiff of, we can do it again. There's a whiff of, we can do it again. You see how they think? This is why they love to control propaganda. They love to control propaganda. See, that's how they think. So when they show European victories, Europeans beating everybody, there's a whiff of, we can continue to do it. But when we tell our story, you see he's on alert. Now he's letting other people in the dominant society know, hey, watch this movie. This movie might be giving these niggas a whiff or something. This movie might be giving the Negroes a whiff of they can do it again. Be on alert because of this movie. Somebody in the chat room, Labanda. That's called guilt, white guilt. That's called white guilt. But that's just how they think. They're getting on alert. Wait a minute. There's too many white people getting killed in this movie. There's a whiff. We can do it again. At least he's honest as a white supremacist can be. Hold on.
And then black people being kind of hyped up on that whole thing. So they're looking at this, and there's a whiff of, we could do it again. This is a good thing, what happened in Haiti. I'm not quite sure that Haiti is the example of black success that they think it is.
The Haitians have...
And that's another thing. I've been getting this a lot. Yeah, they're like, yeah, Haiti had a revolution, but look at it now. Yeah, they're poor now. Yeah, they ain't got no money now. Yeah, they eat mud pies now. So that doesn't change the fact that the Haitians beat the shit out of the white supremacists. That doesn't change the fact. I don't care what it is now. You can go look at Greece. Greece is not a big superpower like it used to be, but they're always doing movies about 300, movies about the Greeks, the Spartans, all that bullshit. They still talk about Greek history. And Greece is not a superpower like it used to be. You dig? So we can go around the line and just do that about many empires and civilizations if we're going to go that route. Hell, we can do that with the American South. The American South was a big producer of wealth at one time. Now you got a bunch of, in these white neighborhoods, there's a bunch of meth addicts out there. So we're going to go that route. You dig? Hold on.
About them. The revolution is the most important thing to them.
And that was the first Haitian pimp.
The first thing they instill in you is that...
Now, and this is a lot of the stuff they can't refute anything. So they do a lot of trolling. Oh, look at this guy. Look at what he has on. Because you can't refute nothing, really. You can't. What you gonna say, really? See, they try to hide a lot of their real feelings behind trolling. I told y'all to watch out for these white supremacists when they troll. Now, the first shit he said was some real shit that they really felt. But they can't really refute anything because the Haitian Revolution is too well documented by the French and other historians. So you cannot refute none of it. So you got to, look at this guy. Look at what he has on. Look at the first Haitian pimp. They're just saying whatever.
Republic.
There it is. That's Wyclef Jean. Jean, which is a French name, but he is Haitian. He was a refugee to America, hence the Fugees. Very talented guy. But you hear they're talking about that. It's a black republic, and they're wearing all this African garb, and it's a big rah-rah for the blacks.
1804 becomes important because it's the date at which the implementation of the dream of real revolution and real equality and new nation status and the ability to defend...
Oh my God, I call bullshit. You see that white actor was just waiting to get killed? Swing your sword, my man.
Your new nation.
He's mad because the white actors are getting killed in the movie.
It's manifest.
When you look at modern historians, when they talk about victories that Europeans had over non-white people, they always frame the narrative as victories. But when African people rise up and fight off their European oppressors, they frame the narrative as a massacre.
I don't really think so. No. I mean, they might have said that the battle was a massacre, but history is written by the victors. And so if the Haitians won with their revolution, then they should have written books and called it whatever they want.
Africans, well, they did. And they do call it a massacre. Over here, they do call it a massacre. They call it the French, the Haitian massacre of the French. They refer to it as a massacre all the time.
Where there were slaves resisted it. Haiti becomes significant because it was the first time in human history that an enslaved population actually overthrew their oppressor.
I like how these black Haitians are symbols of black pride and black power, and they're wearing like Napoleon Bonaparte's outfit. They're dressed up as European men. And yet, flash forward to today, and all these dudes are wearing beadwork and African prints, and they're like, oh, it's all about Africa. No, it's about French fashion, apparently.
The Haitian Revolution.
He has to say something. Yeah, that's just reaching for some. Well, look at what the French had on. Look at what the Haitians had on. They had on French out. I mean, you're just so. He's so mad. He don't even know. He's just reaching for anything.
Was the most organized.
Oh, this guy's a fucking cunt. Half black, from England. Just this guy's nothing but bitterness and inner turmoil. He's a dipshit.
He's talking about a collar. Now, Akala's a light-skinned black dude. Now, see these white supremacists, and that's very interesting right there. And I just got off the phone with Rock Newman. These white supremacists they really have a lot of hatred for light-skinned black people or mulatto black people. They really have a lot of hatred for mulatto black people who are very Afrocentric in their thinking. Just like when my man Rock Newman called up, Rock Newman could pass for white if he wanted to. But Rock Newman is very Afrocentric, so he said there's a lot of vitriol towards him. Akala's mulatto cat, but very Afrocentric in his mindset. So listen, this fucking cunt. He's supposed to be a tool for us. Oh, he's triggered. Oh, he's triggered big time. My God. Shout out to Akala. Brilliant brother, by the way.
Was the most organized, the most large scale, the most impressive in terms of structure and complication from the very beginning.
Impressive, organized, large scale. Okay, you see how they're painting Haiti. Haiti, man. They said, hey, white people, get out. We're organized. We're impressive. Really keep that in mind. We'll get back to that.
Haiti made more money for France than all 13 colonies.
The Haitian Revolution was very influential, particularly amongst Africans. It was seen as an inspiration for Africa.
An inspiration for Africans. And but nice music in the background. What is that, the Carmina Burana? I mean, it's like, what? Are they sacrificing children? What? Oh, here we go. Nice. Here's a white guy getting strung up by a black. Perfect. Perfect timing, guys. This is what we need to relive. Imagine a white movie coming out just highlighting and hyping up, celebrating a massacre of black people. And in the trailer for the movie, you're seeing blacks hung and then cutting to modern day whites going, man, it was really impressive what those whites did back then.
But hell. Well, I made a mistake. Oh, my bad. I turned off of it by mistake. But hell, they do it all the time. What the fuck is he talking about? They do movies like that all the time where black people are getting the shit kicked out of them. Almost every movie. Captain Phillips, you're kicking the shit out of the Somalians. I mean, all these movies, black people are getting the shit kicked out. 12 Years a Slave? Every movie about slavery is black people getting the shit kicked out of them and you laughing about it. I told you, when I went to see Django, every time they said nigger in the movie, the white people in the audience laughing. All these slave movies, when black people getting the shit kicked out of them, it's a laugh fest. They get a kick out of it. All of it. So now that the shoe is on the other damn foot, oh, wait a minute. All these white people getting killed. Now it ain't so fucking funny. We get to watch hours of Roots. I mean, they put Roots on network television where black people are getting the shit kicked out of them every week. But hey, man, what's this? That's just history. You can't change history. Well, damn it, you can't change this either. My God. Shit, every movie with a black person, to be honest, the black person is getting killed first. It don't even have to be a historical piece. The majority of movies with a black person, the black person is the first one to get his ass killed. Now you whining about people in your community getting killed in a movie, which actually happened. This is a historical piece. Blood Diamond, all that shit, man.
And called it whatever they want.
Africans everywhere that were enslaved resisted it. Haiti becomes significant because it was the first time in human history that an enslaved population actually overcame.
Was the most organized.
This guy's
was impressive in terms of structure and complication from the very beginning.
Inspiration for Africa.
I mean, guys, this is what we need to relive. Imagine a white movie coming out just highlighting and hyping up, celebrating a massacre of black people. And in the trailer for the movie, you're seeing blacks hung and then cutting to modern day whites going, man, it was really impressive what those whites did back then. This is so backward. Fuck these people.
In this hemisphere, just as it was seen as a...
Oh, there you go. And nice way to strike a pose when you get hung. Or is it hanged? By the way, for all those people, I'm consciously choosing not to say hanged. Fuck that. That's not a term that I'm adopting. It's hung. Like I am hung.
By those who held slavery here.
There is a concept that we must defeat Haiti. We must round them.
Ah, nice decapitated white woman, I believe. Well, cool. Zoom in on that motion graphics guy, please. Yeah, let's not lose track of what the point of the movie is.
And notice every scene where a white person's getting hurt, I mean, they focus on that shit. We're supposed to, whenever black folks get the shit kicked out of them, stop race baiting, whatever. Every scene where there's a white person getting hung, killed, whatever, I mean, they're focused on that shit. You dig? I ain't gonna play too much more of it, but I mean, he's just whining. Hold on.
We can never let them rise. They are an example.
Are you reading? You get loose on a daily.
Decide to stop being oppressed.
I wonder who else these black people think is oppressed.
Wait. This is
of course. I wonder who.
Hold on.
Bro,
I'm trying to hear this.
Kill your.
Hold on. Listen to this. Now, he gets a little deep.
Decide to stop being oppressed.
Hold on.
You get loose on a bucket of daily.
Decide to stop being oppressed.
People who are oppressed decide to stop being oppressed. That's all you need. You understand? Once you can deem yourself to be oppressed, then everything you just saw, perfectly justified. In fact, heroic. Kill your oppressors, obviously. Hang them, butcher them, behead them. Yes, of course. I wonder who else these black people think is oppressed. Do you think they think modern-day blacks in America are oppressed? You think they'd have an answer for that? I think their answer would be yes. And then the follow-up question would be, are you suggesting that American blacks do something similar to what the Haitians did? Is that your dog whistle? Very interesting.
Oh, so now we're talking about dog whistles. Oh. See, now what? They go on alert. When black folks get some information, when black people get information on their real history, you see how on alert they get? You see how paranoid this dude sounds? See, he's trying to hide his paranoia and fear behind acting stupid and trolling. But he got deep with that one. See, he's telling how he really feels. But you see, they're hiding their paranoia. See, they don't want us to see real history. They don't want us to see real history of black people standing up for themselves. Like, oh, that's a dog whistle. It's not a dog, it's just history. We're talking about history. So if we're saying if what we're doing is a dog whistle, then every history show that you do must be a dog whistle too. Every History Channel show where black people are getting the shit kicked out of them, those must be dog whistles too. He's projecting vocal majorities. That's real talk. He's projecting what they do. They're projecting their own shit of what they do onto us. Yeah, with that nervous laugh. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't trip on the trolling and all that goof shit. Yeah, look at what this fuck this guy. Look what he has on. No. That's just a thing to hide how he's really feeling. You dig? So this is why they do not finance movies like 1804. We have to do things like that ourselves because when we talk about our history and us standing up for ourselves, they go on alert. Boy, they go on alert big time and they get paranoid. I've been getting cats like that sending me emails. Oh man, I've been getting emails of hate mail from these, like, you fucking race baiter. Oh, your movie is racially biased. I've been getting that a lot. And you got the people going on Amazon, the white supremacists, putting up bogus reviews. This is racially biased bullshit. You dig? Why are you mad now? Don't get mad. You got your Roots. You got your Django's. You got your 12 Years a Slave. Why are you mad at our little movie? You dig? Come on, big bad white supremacists. You supreme. What you mad at our little movie for? You all salty? I mean, they got a whole bunch of these videos of them salty and mad. But tell us to shut the fuck up when we don't like movies about being slaves and maids. You see that? When we don't want to be a slave, when we don't like movies like The Help, and we don't like us shuffling and cooning around, blacks, get over it. Learn how to get over history. It's just a movie. Black people, There's nothing wrong with being a butler. There's dignity in getting beaten. You dig? But now when we show the Africans whooping a little ass, hey, wait a minute. What's this dog whistle? Stop it. If you're mad, put on a cape and be super mad. Shit. We just talking about history. We just talking about history. Ain't no bias. We're just talking history.